Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. Welcome to video number 4 of my 5-part series concerning the guns that I acquired in 2025. We started out with subcompact handguns, then duty size handguns, and then full size handguns. Now we're going to do revolvers and we'll finish up with long guns. I want to first make mention of this. My Colt Python is a 1994 6-inch barrel stainless steel revolver. It is beautiful. The gentleman who bought it, new in 94, made contact with me through a friend, and he said, I know what it's worth, but I will sell it to you for $1,200 if you love it as much as I have loved it throughout the years. If you turn around and sell it, it was a complete waste of time and money. I said, sir, I'm your man. I will not get rid of that. And this was over 10 years ago, and I have loved this. But can you believe that? I never told that story. I always kept that to myself, but now it deserves a mention. So I kind of treat it like a safe queen. But let's get into 2025. For many years, I wanted a Ruger GP 100. I found one at my local gun store, Fin Feather Fur Outfitters, and it was like in new condition. It really, well, I don't think it was shot. There was very little, if any, residue on or around the cylinder. But a GP 100 overbuilt, big time. It is just a huge revolver. And the reason I say huge, you look at the way Ruger does that. They put so much in the frame and around the barrel, a whole mono grip, just a great revolver. I paid $550 for it, plus tax, of course. But what a deal that was! It's a 6-shot, double action, 357 revolver. Very nice trigger pull. People love Ruger revolvers, and so do I. And I love that one so much, I went out and bought a Ruger Super Red Hawk Alaskan, chambered in 44 Magnum. Now they also make this in 454 Casull, but I went with the 44 Magnum because the ammo's easier to get and it's just a little bit less expensive. And the fact that those two things added up, I said that's the way I have to go. Now they make this with a longer barrel. This has a 2.5-inch barrel. This is also a 6-shot in 44 Magnum, but check that out. Talk about overbuilt. It is a heavy duty revolver, and I felt this, and I said, man, I gotta have that. And so I picked that up, and I have no regrets with either of those. Love revolvers. I'm not great with revolvers, but I enjoy them, and that's what I enjoy. I don't carry them. I don't claim to be really good with it. Actually, there's a lot I should learn with revolvers, or I need to, I should say. And but I enjoy them. There's something about a revolver. You pull it out of the safe, you can just stare at it for a while, play around with it. Greater than semi-autos. The revolvers talk to me. Like, we have this conversation and it just flows every time. I also wanted a older Smith & Wesson revolver, and I've wanted one for years. And midsummer I picked up this Smith & Wesson model 19-5. It's a beauty. Look at the condition of that. And I ran across it accidentally because the gun store I was at, in which I was transferring a suppressor, he had this, as well as an older 686. And I walked out and I called them up later and said, hey, take that out of your shelf. I'm going to buy that. And he did. And I'm glad I did, because somebody came by the next day and wanted it, and he said, no, I already promised that to somebody else. But that guy bought the 686. This is really something. It's nickel plated. It's a 6-shot double action revolver that is like new. Once again, I've been scoring these revolvers. Just a beautiful revolver. And now this has a mounted firing pin, and that's old school, no Hillary hole, even though Smith is getting rid of those at this point. That's something they're doing in 2025. But if any revolver could compare to the Colt Python, then this, I don't know if this would be the only one. Smith makes some great revolvers, but this would be in the running for that. They are both extremely accurate, have similar qualities. This was hand crafted, hand finished, hand assembled. And then when those guys all went away, and demand was down, Colt just ended production. And so people say, well, the new ones are just as good. Well, they're not. Good luck finding one of these. Some of the people who really know revolvers told me you're holding on to a little gem there. And I certainly enjoy this double action, super smooth. Not as smooth as the Python, but the single action, maybe not quite Python-ish, but it's really a good revolver, and I'm so honored to have those. That's it with revolvers. Stay tuned with long guns. I've got some rifles and shotguns I want to share with you, and I look forward to producing that. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.